obviously people say that I look a lot older. Like, you know, that's like a thing that I get a lot is like, oh my God, she looks like 40. And I'm like, well, yeah, you did meet me when I was 10. So I'd understand. Now I'm 21. It's been 10 years. She grows. My face like grew, you know, I don't know what do you want me to do about that?
Millie Bobby Brown is getting candid. The actress joined Alex Cooper for the March 12th episode of Call Her Daddy, where she shared insight into her relationship with husband Jake Bongiovi, including how they met and that she wasn't sure if he was interested in her at the beginning.
We met through a mutual friend. My friend was going to college where he was going to college, and I wound up getting his number but never actually called him. I was single and was just kind of like, I'll put it in my phone. I don't even know why I had it in my phone, but I just put it in my phone. She ended up not going to that college. So then they like, but we were like all kind of like, I don't know. We wanted them to like be friends, and like I really wanted her to find a group. And then it was 4 months later, and then I just came home from work, and I was in my room, and I thought I'm just gonna cold call people.
Casual.
And, yeah, I was like, I'm so bored, and the first person I cold called was him, and I was like, hi, my name's Millie, and he was like, hi, I'm Jake, and I was like, and the first thing I said, so like gross, I was like, are you single? And he was like, yes. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, where are you? And he was like, I'm at college. And he was at college at the time. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'm single too. And he was like, great. Like, we were friends for a while. Like, we text back and forth and called, and we watched like shows on Zoom and stuff like together. But he did not flirt with me like once. Like,
Stop.
When I tell you, I'm really good when I can sense that, like, had no clue. And I said to my mum, you're going to have to sit in on a conversation I have with him and tell me, are you getting that? Like, because I don't know if he's flirting with me or not. And I went down to my parents after a phone call one night. I said, he's either going to be the maid of honor at my wedding or the groom. I don't know which one it's like. I don't know. He's either going to be my best friend or like my husband. I cannot tell. And she sat in on the conversation and she said, he isn't flirting with you. Like, he isn't. Like, he doesn't show any signs of interest. And he's just so respectful, like, so like, and basically one night I just said to him, I really like you, and I really don't want that to ruin our friendship, because I really like our friendship, but I do really like you, and I just want you to know. And then he was like, wow, you're so bold. And I was like, what do you mean? And then the next day he was like, I really like you too. We should meet. And so we met, and then like the rest is history.
The Electric State star also revealed to Alex when she knew her husband was the one.
We've been together for 4 years. So I guess maybe like when we moved in together and I saw like we had dogs together and we were taking care of our animals and we started living this like day-to-day life, I thought, oh, I really don't think I could ever see you like as anything else. Like, I don't want to be with anyone else ever again. Like, I don't want to date. I don't want to meet anyone. Like, I want you. And I think when we started talking about politics and how we want to raise our kids, and like we started talking about really, really bigger things that I'd never spoken about. And I'm already very young, so I've never spoken about that with like boys anyway. But to be able to even think about those things, I was like, shit, like, okay, maybe I do want to be with you forever. But I obviously didn't know if he felt that way. Like, we talked about marriage, but I didn't know really when it was going to be. And then when he proposed, I was like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, everything aligns. And like, his parents got married really young. They're high school sweethearts. My parents got married really young. They got married when they went like, they met when they were 19. So they're just like, their like love story. So we had just like really young marriages. We had really great role models growing up.
Right.
So we didn't see any different. We didn't get like jaded by like all the other stuff.
Later in the conversation, the women discussed their respective weddings as both of them got married last year. Millie shared that she is a thorough planner and even delivered 6-minute personal vows.
Yeah, mine were like 6 minutes.
No.
Like, mine were, people were like, when's it gonna end? I'm an actor. I cannot help it. I had to say everything.
You're
myself.
like, end again.
And I was like, and one more thing.
She also revealed that she and Jake performed a choreographed dance, which was a Grease medley that they practiced for a year and a half, and then shared the non-traditional and traditional elements of her wedding.
So we did a 6-minute choreographed routine.
Millie?
I know. This is also and I can't believe Jake actually did it. We did a Grease medley. So it started with You're the One That I Want. It went into Summer Nights. It went into We Stick Together. Like we did, it was a medley of Grease. We dressed as like Sandy and
No, you didn't.
Danny. Yeah, it was epic. It was like unbelievable. People could not believe what they were hearing. And that was the only thing that I looked at Jake and I was like, if you let me down on this, like we have been practicing for a year and a half, like, and we went to dance lessons like that. It was very, very strict for me. I've always wanted to do that. I was like, I'm either like going to do that or I'm going to dance down the aisle. So it's you choosing. And Jake was like, okay, we'll do the other one. But he loved it. He absolutely loved it.
How did
like,
it go?
He got into it. Oh, we did not miss one beat. Like it was, and after, practicing for a year and a half, I thought, wow. And it was really, and I don't regret that one bit. Like everyone was like, it was like we put on a show, and it's like, he also is an actor. So we just loved being able to like do that for everyone and perform.
What was the most traditional and non-traditional thing you did?
Non-traditional thing, both of my parents walked me down the aisle.
Cute.
Traditional. Oh, non-traditional. We stayed in the same bed the night
So
before.
did we.
Yeah,
so did we.
I can't.
I was like,
stand
I
in that way.
can't do this thing.
I'm already anxious enough. Why would I put myself through
Imagine
that?
being in bed by yourself, like
Staring at the wall, being
wonder
like,
what Jake's doing.
Yeah, wonder what he's doing. FaceTiming him, he's doing a Zoom watch on the TV show. No, I was like, I can't do that. Like we did say we might try, and then we ended up not doing it. The most traditional, I guess, cut the cake. Ray performed at my wedding. And she performed at Tamore while we were cutting the cake. So I do think it was a moment. Like, but I do like, and she performed her music, like Frank Sinatra. It was like beautiful, very Italian.
Plus, the actress hilariously recalled what the wildest rumor she heard about herself has been so far.
I mean that maybe I'm pregnant. Like I was caught buying diapers for my lamb. I had a baby like lamb in my bed, and I needed diapers for him. So I kept buying diapers for him, but people were taking pictures of me buying diapers and like bottles. And like, I actually tried like pacifiers with him, and people were like, Millie Bobby Brown's pregnant. I was like, no, it's my lamb. The next week he grew so big, I had to go get adult diapers. And then they were really confused. They were like, what the hell is going on here?
Millie?
Yeah. So that's the weirdest one, because I really had a really good excuse for it.
Only you. Only you.
Earlier in the conversation, the 21-year-old discussed her time on Stranger Things, revealing to Alex that she plans to revisit her character Eleven's now iconic buzzcut from the series when she has her first child.
You obviously had to shave your head the first season. How did you feel about that?
I honestly did not care. Like, and I'm saying that like I really did not care. I didn't have anxiety. I wasn't sad when they shaved it off. I just thought, cool. Like, now this is what I'm doing. Like, I think it started to hit me months and months in, where like, you get at that age where you're 11 now, and you're shaving it consecutively every 3 days, because it cannot grow past a certain length, because we're filming. So continuity wise, you're shaving it. So every time it started to grow and I'd get excited, it'd be we'd shave it again. So I think it became to the point where I was like 11 or 12, where I was like, the boys started liking girls, and I was kind of like, maybe why are boys not liking me? And then I was like, oh, I'm feeling like insecure now. So then I would put wigs on, and I did get really, really like bullied, like in public. People would like make comments and stuff, but I honestly, like, I still to this day like loved the experience, and I would do it again. Like, I always tell Jake, like, for my first baby, I want to shave my hair off. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it was really liberating. Would suggest it for anyone, like any girl.
Wait, so you're saying when you have your first child, you would shave your head?
Yeah.
Like when you have the child, or when you're
maybe right before I'm about to give birth. Like, because I just think like hair is such a ordeal anyway to deal with. Like, why I'm gonna like nurture my child, why like deal with my hair? And I think it's such a liberating experience, like to be a woman is and I felt like I had that experience as a girl, but I'd like to have that experience as a woman.
At the end of the episode, Millie discussed tabloids who criticize her appearance, as she also noted how it's been over 10 years since her big break, and that it's inevitable her appearance would have changed since then.
I think that the press, they do like they love to go in on me sometimes with certain things. Like, you know, I know that obviously people say that I look a lot older. Like, you know, that's like a thing that I get a lot is like, oh my God, she looks like 40. And I'm like, well, yeah, you did meet me when I was 10. So I'd understand. Now I'm 21. It's been 10 years. She grows. My face like grew, you know, I don't know what do you want me to do about that? That and like my accent thing. And like, you know, I think people like to pick on certain things that I say and do. And I think, you know, obviously I don't want that for any person growing up in the industry, but it really actually doesn't bother me. Like, and I wish I could be like, you know what, it does get to me. Like it used to get to me.
Yeah.
It did. I grew up feeling really, really, it got to me. And I remember trying to change myself to please the masses. And actually now I'm in a place where like, yeah, like my accent does change. My face does grow. Like I do wear a lot of makeup. Like it's just the kind of person I am. I like that. Like it's fun for me. And like you're not going to tell me how to be a girl. Like you're not going to tell me how to be a woman. Like that is not the world I live in. It could be the world you live in. It's just not the world I've built for myself. So I think like, yeah, I think that that's what people don't know about me in terms of like what they say and the outside noise really doesn't faze me. I always say like if I had a genie wish, like I really would wish that no one ever had to go through that kind of scrutiny because it changes the kind of person you like are. Like it changes the way you perceive the world and like you see the bad in everyone, you don't see the good. You're like, what are your intentions? What are you going to say about me? And I think the press just need to be taught manners again. And I think like they need to go back to school and learn how to speak to people, be kind, and just understand that we're all growing people. We all make mistakes, and ultimately like the standards and stigmatism or the stigmas against girls, it's ridiculous, especially I feel in Hollywood. Just like I've seen it a lot, you know, in the world, but in Hollywood I see it with young actors, and it can jade you and it can make you so different, and I hope no one ever has to go through that.